Hi, my name is Trent Murfeld, and you're watching the first edition of this year's Poly Playbook. And on the desk, I brought Matt LaGrassa of the Cal Poly men's soccer team. Nice to see you, Matt.
Nice to see you.
So, first I want to know, how are you doing after the game versus Fullerton last night? How are you feeling?
Well, obviously a really tough way to lose, get scored on in the last minute of the game, but you know, we're facing a fair amount of injuries right now, and you know, I'm proud of the way that we fought. We were down 2-0, come back, tie at 2-2, and you know, sometimes the cards just don't play in your favor, and we got a bit unlucky, I think, but you know, overall, you know, it's a tough one to be disappointed with. The guys played well and they fought hard, and we got guys playing out of position, that kind of thing, so happy.
Cool. So let's move to the bulk of the interview. I'm wondering about your interim head coach, Phil Ruskin, and about the new look of the team and the impact he's had and maybe how different he is from Coach Paul.
Yeah, you know, Phil's done an excellent job, and I think our entire staff's done a very good job of just being prepared. You know, they're the youngest coaching staff in the country, and you know, the thing that they've done the best is just being organized. We know exactly when we're starting training, you know, what we're going to be doing at training, that kind of thing, which is a big change. You know, in the past we didn't really have that, and you know, I really give the most credit to the guys with the way that they responded. You know, when you come into a preseason and find out that your coach isn't going to be there 3 days before, you know, it's tough, but you know, there's two responses. You can either, you know, kind of crumble or step up, and I think the boys have stepped up. So.
Okay. Well, last year you had a disappointing record in conference play, you could say,
yeah,
and winning 3 games. This year you're already up to 2 already after last night. What are you guys doing differently this year to try to improve on last year?
You know, we've done a couple different things. It's a very different group, for one, a completely different group of guys for the most part, and you know, the guys have just kind of kept the motivation high. I think that was part of the problem. You know, you play so many games, 2 games a weekend for, you know, 10 weeks straight, and you know, it's a long season and it's a battle, and there's injuries and stuff that you have to go through, and this year we've done a better job of just, you know, really focusing on our goal, which is to win the Big West, and the Cal Poly men's soccer team has never done that before, so we really want to focus on that, and I think we can do it.
Yeah, and before we advance, I want to take a look at a video of you scoring against San Francisco. So let's take a look at that. So I guess talk to me about that briefly. How did that feel? You were just telling me before the show that the goalie is actually an old friend of yours.
Yeah, he used to go to Cal Poly. He transferred to University of San Francisco, and you know, good buddy of mine, and a really good player, and so that one felt really good. And then obviously to have all the support that we did is fantastic. You know, 7,000 people there, Wow Week, and that kind of thing. So you know, and that goal, we were kind of under the gun. You know, San Francisco was kind of getting after us. It looked like they might tie the game, so it was a big one for me, and it was a good feeling, that's for sure.
Yeah, so that goal, adding to that, you now have 5 in the season. Last year you had 6. Typically, I know you may not been known for scoring a lot, but this year you're scoring certainly more than you did last year. Have you been attacking defenses differently? Did you work on anything during the off season?
You know, I think part of it is last year we had a big-time goal scorer. We had Mackenzie Pridham, who scored 14 goals, and I think he was kind of the target of our offense. You know, and this year you'll see we're getting goals from different areas because we don't have that guy that really just stands out like he's going to be our finisher. You know, actually overall as a player, I've had more defensive responsibility than I did last year, but I think just the team's been a little bit more flowing, and we kind of find whoever's open in front of goal, and you know, the chances are kind of falling to everybody instead of, you know, solely to Mac as they were last year, kind of. So maybe that's why I've been able to finish more, but yeah. I mean, on pace for a good year for goal scoring.
So that's going to do it for this edition of Poly Playbook. I'd like to thank Matt for coming on to the show, and make sure to tune into our website at mustangnews.net. Search for Poly Playbook, and you will find this interview and all other interviews every Sunday night. Thanks again for watching, Cal Poly.